Tutorial levels are fucking AIDS cancer. I cannot think of a single more ass-backwards aspect of game design than this patronizing, hand-holdy bullshit. Okay, so you play games to have fun, but we're going to put you to one side so you stop having fun, so we can tell you how to have fun. It's so fucking obnoxious and out of place.
Just let me kill people, damn it.
Jack X, or Edgy Mario Kart for short, is this ridiculous masterpiece that's somehow both a stiff, unresponsive mess and an overly sensitive Ritalin-induced nightmare, aka the perfect arcade racer. And it's fucking gorgeous, but its tutorial is completely at odds with the established tone. The car is the thing with the circles on it.
We've been poisoned by a dead crime lord, and if we don't win this race, we will die.
And the shape on the left is called a square. Oh my god, Jack, fuck me right now. I'll do the Timmy Turner voice. And remember, the controller is for playing, not for eating. Shut the fuck up, Bulmer. I played this game when I was 14. Fuck off. I'd be okay with it if it was just a choice that I could opt out of and not let it pollute my sanity like the scourge that it is.
This piece of ass.
Because then at least it shows that the devs understand that I may want to play their game and not waste my fucking time. Neo, or Dark Souls for weeaboos, at least until the definitive Darky Boo game has come out, does this completely dicking fuckhead thing where the tutorial level is easily ignored. In fact, I didn't even notice it until later on in the game. However, there are certain skills that you cannot learn until you do the fucking tutorial levels. Just why? If I'm doing the mission to learn the skills, it's kind of already figured out that I know what you're going to teach me if I'm asking to do the fucking skills. What is even the sodding point of starting the game off slowly introducing the mechanics of the game if you're just gonna waste my cocking time anyway with this wobbly thing with nipples on it is called a controller. Bullshit. Okay, Kiddlywinks, let's stop with the swearing and start being constructive. What makes a good tutorial? A good tutorial is exactly the same as good propaganda. The message should be ingrained into you without you even noticing. Chapter 4827 of Why I Will Sacrifice My Firstborn Infant to Doom 2016. The first corridor after the first story sequence is aggressively ignored. You see a Cyclops zombie being slapped with an explosion. Oh, why is he glowing? Ah, there's text everywhere. Get away from me. Get away from me. Press F. Oh, okay. Maybe it'll make everything go away. Oh, shit. That's really cool. Hey, they do the glowy thing when I shoot them. Sweet. This mechanic has now been ingrained in my muscle memory, and I will now remember this going forward. Thank you, my subconscious, for overanalyzing this literal 30 seconds of gameplay. Also, fun fact, the Cyclombies in this first corridor are more susceptible to being staggered than all those moving forward, so that the thought process that I just laid out is guaranteed to happen. Joseph Goebbels would truly be proud. But here's the question. We've established that it's better to integrate your tutorial with regular gameplay than it is to stick you in the toddler's playpen to force you to learn how to use the Mega Blocks properly. But is there a way to do the playpen thing in a non-shitfuck way? The answer is yes, but I've only ever seen it done once. The only good tutorial sequence in a video game I have ever seen is the third to last boss fight in Fury. Oi, are you off your fucking tits? If that's what you're saying right now, you haven't played the damn game. Sit down. You silly bastard. You see, parrying in Fury is, for the most part, a supplementary feature, only used when you're starting to feel kind of ballsy. That is, however, until the third to last boss fight with this lad called the Edge, where if you haven't learned how to parry, the Edge is going to use his edge to fashion you a new chest vagina. However, the Edge knows this and is a sporting chap, so he teaches the proper timing to parrying to you. I shit thee not, lad. I thought it was fucking bullshit. I was just throwing myself at him thinking it was some stupid gimmick I was missing. Then all of a sudden it just fucking clicks. Like that one moment from that one anime where the protagonist is facing a seemingly superior foe, but then he figures out his weakness and instantly fucking nuts him. You know the one. However, this all happened without me even bloody noticing that cheeky bastard. He pulled a sneaky on me. This is a bloody spot-on example of gameplay advancing story, and in doing so, the story advancing the gameplay. I'm assuming it's no accident that the boss arena at the start is a training circle, or that the guy keeps banging on about meeting your full potential.
Want nothing but your very best. Let it out. Come on, get back up. You can't give up now. Excellence is not an art, it's pure habit. We are what we repeatedly do. You have it in you. Let it out. I want to see you shine.
God, he's so dreamy. And once you finally have figured out the timing and have reached the third phase, he's all like, "Hey, you finally figured it out, you silly sausage. Hey, all right." And then he busts out the paddle. Bit sexual, but okay. Point is, this boss fight alone is what elevated this game from slightly above average to fucking god tier. Because not only does it teach you about the parry mechanic, you will have completely mastered the bastard without your knowing or even your consent, and you will be rip-roaring and ready to go to finish off this game and start it the fuck again to implement your newly discovered knowledge. If that's not the perfect tutorial sequence, I don't know what is. Too bad the following two boss fights, the final two boss fights, might I add, are the worst boss fights in this game. Entirely about fucking boss fights! One is just a glorified story sequence that should have just started at the end with you gutting the bitch, instead of just drawing it out with the developer's leftovers and then sweet Jiminy fuck this one. I don't know what's worse. The fact that this perfectly good hack and slasher is being ruined with stupid, obnoxious bullet hell bullshit. The fact that this isn't even the first time I've had this problem. In conclusion, our modern education system is woefully out of date and pathetically underfunded and should be given higher priority to help properly prepare our next generation for the real world. Good night. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, and if you want some cool thingies, bit.ly/humble ale, there's some cool things. Cool things are on the screen right now. Do you want that? Do you want more? Check out the monthly, check out the store. Or if you want a name, check out these names. There are some cool names. Look at them. You could be a name if you go to Pack Korean to become a patron. I hope you do. I hope you do that. But even if you don't, just fuck off.